Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we are going to be speaking about ADHD and hypersensitivity. Now, you might be thinking, Molly, I know a lot about this subject, and fair play. But let me ask you, do you know a lot about the subject in context to ADHD? Probably not, because I think a lot of people really only speak about this hypersensitivity within context to being autistic or being like autism. So I want to do my bit today and raise awareness of how it can affect ADHD too. Now, I know before anyone says this isn't part of the ADHD diagnosis kind of criteria, I totally am aware of that, but I think it should be added because a lot of us ADHDers do generally struggle with hypersensitivity in basically the same way as autistic people do too, but I just don't think there is a lot of kind of research, and I don't think that there is a lot of kind of awareness around ADHD and hypersensitivity. So I'm going to do my bit today and just speak about some areas that it can affect us ADHDers too. But first, if you could smash me a big thumbs up down below and subscribe to my YouTube channel, I will forever be grateful. So let's get on to the video. Hypersensitivity can affect an ADHD in a variety of different ways. It can manifest in a variety of different ways. So here are some ways and examples that ADHDers may experience hypersensitivity. Yeah, let's go. Number one is auditory hypersensitivity. So a person with ADHD might struggle to concentrate if there's loads of noise, and they might be really sensitive to any form of sound. But also, I know this might sound a little bit silly, but a lot of us ADHDers do concentrate and focus better when we have like music on or we listen to like an audiobook or something, because the silence is just as loud as a bang to us ADHDers. Our mind is constantly on the go, and like when there's silence, our brain is even louder. So yeah, a lot of us ADHDers may be really sensitive to background noises. So like in a classroom, like any slightest sound, like rustling of paper, you know, someone tapping their pen or chewing, I don't know, anything. Like honestly, the slightest sound can it can distract us. But like I say, silence can just be as distracting as any loud noises, from my experience anyway. Number two is visual hypersensitivity. So bright lights, busy kind of colourful environments, flashing colourful displays, you know, LED lights that flash, things like that can be really overwhelming and like cause us sensory kind of overload. It can be really hard to process, and it can be really distracting, and like I say, we can be visually hypersensitive too. It can actually cause like discomfort. I know people might be thinking like how, but it can actually like cause us physical discomfort and make us just want to get out of that room. It can make us feel like trapped and like super uncomfortable. So yeah, that's another one. Number three is tactile hypersensitivity. I can really relate to this one, and it's like hypersensitivity to touch. Like people don't realise how physically discomforting it can be if someone touches you, brushes your hair, you know, brushes past you, or like the texture of clothing and how it irritates your skin, how it feels against your skin, like rubbing. Oh, like for me, I don't like clothes that are too tight. I don't like clothes that have like you know, when it's like you've got like something sewed into it and it feels itchy on your skin, like the labels, socks, and the seams in socks. Like, ugh, this one really does personally relate to me. I really struggle with touch, like hypersensitivity, like the tactile hypersensitivity. This is one that I can honestly really relate to. So yeah, that's another one. Number four is emotional hypersensitivity. Now, I've spoken about this one so many times, and it is emotional hypersensitivity. This one is like, again, I can super relate to this one. My emotions will go from 0 to 1,000 within a second. Like I feel everything so intensely, and that goes with like rejection sensitive dysphoria. Like that one again just hits me like a ton of bricks. It feels like someone's just shot me right in the heart, and everything feels so intense within that moment. You can react emotionally to that emotion, you know, and you won't think about things, like you haven't got the time to stop and think. You just act on emotion because you feel it so intensely. Honestly, this one can be really hard to control and really hard to process. So again, I can really relate to this one. It's honestly can be debilitating at times, because it's like in certain situations and scenarios, you need to be able to keep your emotions under wrap and under control. And if you struggle with hypersensitivity to emotion, honestly, it is so hard. I've been in situations where my emotions literally have been boiling up inside me, and it's led to an emotional meltdown, and it's led to crying, literally fits of like hyperventilating because I've been so angry, and it's just boiled up like literally within the minutes, and it just takes over. Again, it causes physical discomfort because it's like eating away at you, and it's so powerful, and it's really controlling. And I wish I could just like share it and be like, to anyone who doesn't understand, like just take it out of me and give it to them, because it's honestly, if someone else could just, you know, experience it for 5 minutes of their life, trust me, you would want to get it back to me, and you would be like, okay, I totally get what you mean. It can be really hard to handle. So yeah, emotional hypersensitivity is genuinely a thing, trust me. I hope this video has been educational. I hope you've been able to relate. I hope you have learned something from it. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.